Okay, we are with Professor Hai Dai here. So, Professor Hai Dai, you have worked here for more than 10 years, right?
Yeah, I've been doing research here in Bali. Actually, this July will mark 10 years in Bali.
This July, this coming July, or
This July,
month, or
this month.
this
Yeah,
month.
this month,
So,
yeah.
what motivated you to do this kind of research? How do you see the world, and why you think Bali is important?
Yeah, well, what got me into this research was I was interested in multiple intelligence.
Multiple intelligence.
Yeah, I was interested on, we knew that a lot of the problems were not able to be solved through the logical and linear approach. We need to look at society and community from a multiple intelligence, visual communication, music communication, nature. There's, Howard Gardner said there is 11.
Okay.
Okay, and so I was interested in Bali because Bali is one of the last sustainable culture on the planet. You know, why everybody was out there worrying about money and chasing after survival economically. Bali is one of the culture that was untouched. And why? Why were they able to keep that? Is because your intelligence, your multiple intelligence is built differently.
So you think people in Bali, there are answers in the society in Bali, but no one see it.
That's right.
That's what you mean.
Like I said, it's the way you communicate, right? You don't know how you're communicating. You said, this is how I do it.
Yeah.
But there's so many layers to communication. Just, you know, the way we look at things, the way we hear things, the way we feel things, the space that we're in, you know, it's nature, it's relaxed, you know, the harmony that's in our mind. Look at the communication different. You know, so this multiple intelligence connection, when it moves from logical and literal down into something more dynamic, which is emotional intelligence, such as visual, music, dance, down to even deeper, which is cellular, the insent, the harmony and touching the nature, so that way you make offering. You see, all these are layers of communication. You know, the way you offer to your highest God is an offering that you make from nature, which is a different communication than let's say a Christian might do it just by prayer, but just by words, right? So like I said, these communication that you practice to your highest divinity, your highest imagination, okay, your limit of connection, is the way you also connect to each other. So I was interested in how, you know, how the Balinese connect and why they can carve a piece of wood, you know, 1,000 times and not get bored. Where if I do 5, I'm like, okay, can we find someone to, or build a machine? Let's build a machine.
So you think there's knowledge in the society that we need to learn from?
That's right. I think what my research has come down to, and why it's have now positioned me to be leading interdisciplinary research, especially in the area of arts and culture, and in the area of well-being. Okay, which is a very unique approach to interdisciplinary research, but it's at the universal level, universality level, which is every human being can understand.
It.
You know, everyone understands well-being. It doesn't matter who you are, what race you are. You know well-being, wellness. You know creativity and your own autonomy. You know, we know this, and these are, like I said, these are not just my idea. This is the United Nations meta theory or meta philosophy for the 17 SDGs. You know, this is Sustainable Development Goal. So I was interested to come here from the lab of Silicon Valley, okay, coming out of the original JavaSoft team,
okay,
where we know the technology changed the way we communicate. So being a UI, a user experience designer, to bring the technology into a way that it can connect to the people, that's a intelligent communication. How does it do it? And why does a culture like Bali can do it in the spirit of togetherness seamlessly? You know, it wasn't because of language. Are they less communicative than the English language? I don't think so.
Yeah.
I mean, the English language is the #1 export of the West. You know
that
what I mean?
influence world culture.
That's right. Literal, logical culture. where your is more, I'd say, more, let's say, emotional intelligence, or what I'm trying to fine tune is cellular intelligence.
Okay, I'm interested in interdisciplinary.
Yeah.
What do you learn from traditional Balinese society in relation to interdisciplinary? You said earlier about Banjar, global Banjar. What do you mean by global Banjar? What do you learn from traditional Banjar and then you transform it to global Banjar?
Okay, first of all, the Banjar question, you know, it's about autonomy, right? We go back to autonomy.
Okay.
Okay, we talked about
Yeah, how
well-being. Okay, let's assume
Yeah.
we know well-being.
Ah.
Well-being is being connected to the totality of now.
Okay.
Okay, that's my well-being. I'm here. I'm present. I'm connected. I feel good. Okay, not well-being like the West who packages as I'm fit. I'm aesthetically strong or good-looking or muscle. But well-being in the sense of the Eastern philosophy, which is I'm at peace. I'm in harmony with my intelligence, all of my being, all my connection, and I'm in the totality of being here. Okay. So the second one is autonomy. So when you're talking about why Banjar, Banjar just means a small micro governance community.
Yeah. Autonomous.
Autonomous. Okay.
No
And
one can influence the
it's small.
small. Yeah.
So it's not out of control. You don't got a guy sitting somewhere else that don't even live in this community telling me what to do.
Yeah.
Right? Even autonomy at the local level, the human level, at the self level. Autonomy means I get to do what I want when I want, and not have to worry about someone else telling me what to do. That's the basic autonomy, right?
So that's the value of Banjar.
Yeah, the value of Banjar is
Autonomy, well-being.
connect back to your own autonomy. Connect back to what makes you well in this land, in this space, in this native intelligence. Okay? And I have control of it, not someone else somewhere else, controlling it. And this has changed a lot since I've been here. Since I talked to you before, the advent of the smartphone.
Okay. Yeah.
Before you had only Banjar, temple, and the market. That's how you get your information if you're Balinese.
Yeah.
You don't get it outside. But anyway, so the autonomy now has changed because now you're being influenced by someone else. It's no longer local.
Yeah.
Someone is influencing you, from outside. Media,
Yeah.
whatever.
The Banjar has the autonomy to do what they want to do.
When you have your own autonomy, you want others to have autonomy.
Yeah.
It's regenerative. It's viral.
So we have two, wellness and autonomy.
That's
creative autonomy.
That's right.
How this can be transformative? You say the Banjar is, let's say, it's product of tradition.
Yeah.
Now we live in modern world. How to transform this value to modern world? How to make it transformative?
In the past, it wasn't that important, right? In the past, when everything was pretty much the world didn't live in a stressful life.
Yeah.
But now, jet planes are flying everywhere. You're talking to people across the world through your internet.
Yeah.
Things are moving fast. It's moving really fast. And even the Balinese life is moving fast. Okay. Even in the village, I see the farmer sitting there on his break with an iPad. I actually saw this, I'm like, what the heck would you do with an iPad in the middle of but he's connecting. He wants to connect.
Yeah.
We all want to connect. And I think at that connection, it moves so fast that we're disconnected from our well-being. Okay? And now we're becoming to realize as we move, we're stressed. We need wellness. But the wellness that they're selling to us is an aesthetic wellness. It's not the traditional wellness. The traditional wellness means I'm at peace. I'm in harmony. When I pray, it's wellness. When I go to temple, it's wellness. When I sit and eat with my friend, my father, my family for dinner, that's wellness.
But you meet your Banjar peer, that's wellness.
Yeah, that's right. That's wellness.
That's wellness.
It's not about going to work out or doing yoga poses in nice, beautiful places.
Just talk with your Banjar peer.
That's right. Just have a real good human relationship. You know, and this type of well-being and this type of autonomy works naturally inside of a smaller community. We know everybody. I know everybody. It can be me. And to me, that's the backbone of this philosophy of having real well-being. Real well-being. We call it dynamic wellness. It's dynamic. We already have it. It's my force. It's my property. You don't need to sell me to be well. I already got it. And I got it within my community. And then to my own autonomy. To do it when, what, how I want it. And that naturally creates a transformation.
Yeah, we need to transform that value.
That's right. Yeah, we need to transform. And those to me are the backbone of a framework that we call Wow Dynamic. And technically it's the three Karana. It's your relationship with your people to people, people to nature, people to God.
To God, yeah. yeah, that's how they call it.
Yeah, but if you look at it, it's the Wow Dynamic. These are the most important dynamic relationship that you have. Good relationship with your friends, good relationship with nature, good relationship with what you believe in. And this Wow Dynamic, based on wellness, autonomy. And transformative. Okay.
And now we move to the fourth one, the regeneration of that dynamics.
That's right.
So we need to regenerate that value.
It naturally regenerates. Like I said, it's contagious.
It's contagious.
Yeah. And then same with creative autonomy. When I have my own autonomy, I want you to have autonomy.
Okay, I'm interested in the system. You said we have social system, we have school systems, we have government systems. Now I would like to connect it with interdisciplinary things that you mentioned before. So we have four pillars, let's say pillars: wellness, autonomy, transformations, and regeneration. How do you see in this thing happening in society? How can academic system have these things? How to further this?
Well, when you talk about system, you must understand that systems are made from people. There's no system.
Okay.
It's just people, and enough people becomes a system. Okay, enough people doing the same thing becomes a system. We can change the system. We can all vote and we adapt the system. So the framework is not to change the system. The framework is to change yourself, to connect into the framework, and by that you connect with other, and if it's contagious, it's easier to regenerate, to duplicate itself. So that way it naturally shifts the system. Yeah, it shifts the system rather than change the system.
Change the system.
That's right.
Okay. In traditional society, the transformation and the regeneration, let's say, occur not by law, but they just occur. How do you say it? Just there, just in place. But now we need community need education system to support this to happen.
You're not supporting it. You need it.
We need it.
You need it, right? Because right now, let's say at the academic level, academia realized that we can't solve the problem from a monodiscipline.
Yeah, but now the academia, they tend to work in a monodiscipline. They work in, they said, linear system.
That's linear system. And so in my recent message to the interdisciplinary as a means to education outcome, I wrote that it's at the personal level, because you're not interdisciplinary. Okay, like I said, at the wellness level, I'm not well. So if I'm not well, I don't care about you being well. If I'm not multiple intelligence, I don't care about your multiple intelligence. And multiple intelligence tap into this wellness. You know, so to me, by changing yourself, you naturally become interdisciplinary. Because why? I'm a father, I'm a son, I'm an uncle, I'm a brother. It could go on.
Yeah.
You know? And to be a really balanced being, I have to be all that.